Milk inside a bag of milk inside a bag of milk. This game does not ask you to save the world, it asks you to buy milk. A short walk, a simple sentence, a small errand given by a mother and accepted without argument, and yet every step of that errand feels impossible. The entire game unfolds around a single objective: go to the store and buy a bag of milk. There are no side quests, no branching paths, no alternative goals. What complicates the task is not the environment, but perception. You are not watching the protagonist from the outside, you are inside her, occupying the role of a guiding voice in her head. The game frames the player not as a character in the world, but as an internal presence attempting to help her function. The difficulty is never physical, it is cognitive. The protagonist struggles to rehearse a single sentence for the cashier. She repeats it, corrects it, breaks it apart, reassembles it. Each attempt feels fragile, as if the sentence might collapse before it reaches her mouth. The game treats language not as a tool, but as a barrier, something that must be carefully aligned before it can be used. Words are heavy, syntax matters, the wrong phrasing feels catastrophic. This is not dramatized, it is normalized. As the protagonist walks, the world fractures into rules only she seems to notice. One foot must stay on the grass, the other must stay on the pavement. Certain movements feel correct, others feel dangerous. Visual interruptions appear without explanation, distorted imagery, abrupt cuts, symbolic flashes that suggest moments of dissociation or intrusive thought. The game never announces these moments as hallucinations, they are simply how the world is experienced. You are not controlling her body, you are guiding her thoughts. Your role is limited to internal reassurance, prompting, and encouragement. You cannot force success, you cannot override fear, you can only suggest. The game quietly reframes agency. Progress is not made by action, it is made by alignment. When she moves forward, it is because something internally clicks into place, and sometimes it doesn't. Late in the game, the protagonist speaks about her life more directly. Medication, loss of her father, her ongoing pain. These revelations are not framed as twists. They are not scored with dramatic music or visual emphasis. They are offered plainly, almost apologetically. The errand was never the point. It was the smallest possible test of functioning inside a life shaped by unresolved trauma. When the milk is finally purchased, the journey does not end in relief. She returns home. Her mother appears unnerving, distant, emotionally flat. The conversation is brief. The task is acknowledged. The medication is mentioned. Nothing is resolved. The game ends not with transformation, but with continuation. Tomorrow will require more errands. Milk inside a bag of milk inside a bag of milk is not about mental illness as spectacle. It is about how fragile normal becomes when internal effort is invisible. The game does not exaggerate suffering, it compresses it. It takes an experience that usually goes unspoken and places the player inside it without commentary or instruction. There is no victory screen, no recovery arc, no lesson delivered, only completion. The game stays with people because it refuses to explain itself away. It does not ask for pity, it does not offer solutions, it does not reassure the player that things will improve. It simply shows how much effort can be hidden inside the smallest task, and then ends. Milk is bought and life continues.